As always on a Tuesday, we're going to start right at the top, 51-52 on the rotation. Pittsburgh, New York Rangers. We've got Pittsburgh, 115 road favorite right about now. A total of 6, shaded a little bit towards the under in this hockey game. And you've got two teams that, well, I don't want to say going in opposite directions, but in the Rangers' case, they're certainly trending in a downward direction. It's been a rough go for them, 1-5 on the season. Scoring goals has been a little bit of an issue for them in recent games. You've got Alain Vigneault shaking up his lines. I know Dana says he doesn't like it when teams are shaking up their lines like that. That's not something that he's liking in terms of, when teams are struggling. They're just trying to do whatever they can to get some cohesion, get some chemistry, get some confidence back. Seems like what Alain Vigneault is doing, especially with his top line. He's making some changes there and basically doing a reshuffling here, taking on this Pittsburgh Penguins team. Look, the Rangers are struggling, and I understand, Pittsburgh's opened up here as a slight road favorite, but I've definitely got issues with this Rangers team. And usually when it's a team on a losing streak, I ride the streak till it's over, or a winning streak. I ride the streak till it's over. I don't try to stand in front of the streak. That's probably what I'm going to do here. And in fact, I did indeed bet the Pittsburgh Penguins here as a small road chalk in this hockey game. I mean, I think the New York Rangers situation is not very good. I didn't like this team coming into the season, viewed them as a bet against squad, and they've lived up to that early thought process of mine so far in the first couple weeks of the season. Just a team that I think in terms of their scoring depth, clearly in the last few games we've seen it hasn't been there. Henrik Lundqvist, to me, has been very spotty in between the pipes. Their defense, still a little bit of a question mark. Can't think of defensemen who have started their careers with such promise and really just not really developed into that big-time defenseman. And I'm thinking of Mark Stahl when I say that for the New York Rangers. It's been very, very spotty, his play on that back end for the Rangers. So I'm looking at Pittsburgh here as the small road favorite in this game. And from a betting perspective, we've got Alex also interested in the Penguin-Rangers game. Alex, what's your take on this big-time matchup here?
Well, yeah, you touched on everything, Ian, with as far as the breakdown with the New York Rangers. I had this team trending down as well. I bet the under in the season point totals. I did not expect that they would lose 5 of their first 6 games and be dead last in that Metro division. I thought they would be at least a little bit competitive early on, but now you got to wonder, where the hell is everything going for the Rangers right now? Mika Zibanejad's the only offensive option they have. He's got 5 goals now. Everybody else has just been completely quiet. Henrik Lundqvist is looking older by the period. This team's in serious trouble now, and you got to wonder if they're just going to start breaking this team apart and selling off pieces by the deadline or even earlier than that. And then you look at Pittsburgh. They started off a little sluggish, obviously losing the first 2 games. They've won 3 of their last 4, and obviously as a team, the 2 teams are very familiar with each other in the playoffs. Pittsburgh has gotten the best of the Rangers in most of those meetings. So I'm looking at Pittsburgh here. I already jumped on them as well. And that price, I think, is only going to go up. I thought they would open more like a $1.25, $1.30 favorite. So I think there's real good value with the Penguins tonight.
Yeah, and you look at it from a Rangers perspective here in terms of what they're doing. The reconfigured number 1 line for the Rangers practice yesterday, Mika Zibanejad centering a line with Matt Zuccarello and Rick Nash. So clearly you see what Alain Vigneault is trying to do. He's trying to load up a top line to at least get this offense jump started, which, the last few games, it's not been pretty for the New York Rangers. And we've talked about a Penguins team, I believe, 10-3 in the last 13 meetings head-to-head against the Rangers. So they've had a tough time of it. They've been held to 4 goals in their last 3 games combined, the New York Rangers, so not very good at all in terms of their ability to put the puck in the net. So looking to get that jump start, Alain Vigneault hoping a big-time loaded-up top line will get them going. I'm not convinced. I'm going to have to see it before I believe it. I'm with Alex on this one with Pittsburgh as the small road chalk in this game.